What's up, nerds? I tried to record this a little while ago, but I started introducing it and then it started raining in my valley, and that is not how I want to show it off. So, let's try this again. It's been about 9 months since my last valley tour, and a lot has changed, especially the Eternity Isle expansion pass, which introduced a lot of little plants and flowers and things that are really cool looking, first of all, but also take up only one square. So you can fill in little gaps with them and cover up awkward stuff. They're A+, great. Changed the decorating game. Plus there's some new areas to decorate over there that look pretty cool too. So I'm going to be skipping over the stuff I showed you already last time, except for the stuff that's been like changed or updated. So if there's something I skip over that you wanted to see, go find my last video. It's probably in there. I'm also not gonna explain how Dreamlight Valley works or what it is for new people this time, because that took up some time last time and there's a lot to see. So let's get going. I'm wearing my space dress that I made recently. I'm quite proud of it. It looks pretty cool, I think. So, starting in the plaza, to the right is my garden again. That has not changed. Here we have a little pet area that I made, showing off a few of my special pets. There's Hua. And some toys for them to play with, and a little fountain. There's my pride bird. I've got a new skin on my house. It's really cute. It's not decorated for Christmas anymore, because it's August. So, this is the main room of my house that I did after the Christmas one. Pretty cool. My kitchen is different. Made it a little fancier. Yeah, I like it. And there's some new food items and stuff to put out. The main thing that's changed is this isn't my captain's quarters anymore, because I have a ship for that now. This is now a storage room that I made. I modeled it after one that I saw on YouTube. I'm trying to remember what the guy's name was, but off the top of my head I'm not thinking of it. But I tweaked it a little for my own satisfaction. And this metal rug thing is something I made off of a tutorial that Saro did. Saro is a Dreamlight Valley YouTuber as well that I do remember, because I watch him all the time. I watch him for news mainly, but he did a tutorial on this cool rainbow metal thing that I duplicated for this room. But the other decorations are very inspired by the other video that I saw. So yeah, this is, the thing behind it is what's inside it, obviously. You know how a storage room works. Let's see, is there anything else that, yes. This room, I've finished making it look like the Beauty and the Beast ballroom. This is what it looks like now. The Forgotten's room is the same, so I won't go in there. And these two rooms are still empty for Dream Snap's purposes. Everything else is pretty much the same. Very slightly different, if different at all. So I won't go back to those. I still got my little bench over here. My fence around my garden is a little cuter now as well. I still got my little crafting area over here, but now it has time-bending stuff too. Time-bending table,
Sometimes
cooking
life's not
pots.
fair. You'd best remember that.
I remember, Scar. And this thing, that the vacuum that can pick up stuff for you. We have this gazebo now with my picnic table with snacks under it. And over here, this is still my seasonal spot to decorate, but it's at its like default right now, which is this big fountain. But now we have so many more like shops and stuff that this area is all filled out with.
That's right. I'm out.
Shops. So there's Daisy's clothing shop. Here's this dress that I designed. And some more stuff I designed. A little orange and white sweater with a matching headband. There's Mike and Sully's apartment. An ad for Mike's comedy night. Here's Scrooge's shop again. I've pretty much bought all the clothes there are now, so nothing's ever in these windows, so I just kind of put advertisements in front of them instead, so it's not as empty looking, but it still doesn't look great, but oh well. Here's Remy's. This is all the same, except I put some benches over in this corner to make it like a little sitting spot. Oh, we froze for a second. There we go. This I'm hoping to replace with the other awning that you can get through fragments, but I haven't got them. I've not been lucky enough to get a day with those fragments on it yet, so I'm just waiting. And this is pretty much the same. I think the chairs are slightly different, and now there's a little pet table as well, but other than that, let's start with this side. The Beauty and the Beast area has got a big makeover. It's still in the same spot, but now it's a big deal. Okay, so I sort of used a bunch of trees to kind of close it off, similar to what I did over there with Merlin's house. So you have to kind of go through mini forest to get to it, like in the movie. It's kind of hidden back here. But you can get out here, there's fountains, and just very fancy architecture. And over here is the greenhouse with the little romantic table back here with some pretty flowers all over around it. Figaro makes the cutest noises. They're very much like how Green Bean sounds. She does that all the time. Frog noises. Over on this side, I made a little reading nook for Belle. It's covered so it doesn't get rained on or anything. And there's a bookshelf and some couches and a tea set. And it's just nicely decorated. Good place to hang out and read outside. So there's that. Let's go this way next. There's still really nothing in this area, just some woods. I'm assuming eventually I'll get another character's house that would fit here, and I'll decorate it with that. But for now, it's just kind of a woody area. This is still the same Elsa's cave with Anna and Kristoff's castle above it to kind of look like one piece. I revamped Merlin's Cove area, hidden forest place a little bit with like new plants and stuff. So it's just the same, just a little better. And now we have the Sword in the Stone over here. There's his house. And here's the alchemy table. and his telescope in the same little pond that I had made. Yeah, very cool. I still like this area a lot. Up here is pretty different because I actually have decorated up here now. We got those winter items. Thankfully they weren't so Christmassy that I couldn't use them the rest of the year. So this is just a little winter market thing over here. When it's Christmas time, there's a Christmas tree here instead of this fountain. Just added a couple fountains over here. And I made those polar bears like they were pulling Kristoff's sleigh because I thought that looked cute. And here's that little ice rink. Here's a cute little transition over to the bridge. There's not much really over here. I just made this like winter forest scape for a dream snap and then just left it because it was pretty. And there's some benches around this lake and a little bit of decoration here. A whole snow family over here. That's about it. Oh, got stuck. There we go. This camping area is pretty much the same, except it has a tent now instead of just like a blanket fort. Because we now have an actual tent piece of furniture. But most of it's the same. Oh, and here's a little romantic picnic spot for Beast and Belle in the middle of the forest as well. Go down to the beach. Ursula's area has been upgraded slightly. She's got her throne now. And a little statue of her. And this is like an arch to get over to this area. And I made it, you know, with some weeds and lily pads growing around it. I thought that looked a little bit better than it did just sitting in the water. This area is just beach, and for me also to have a space where I can like temporarily move big buildings if I'm rearranging stuff and things like that. This is just my little well spot. Here's a little sitting area. Moana's area has had a big upgrade as well. Hi, Maui. There's some planks that lead up to Moana's boat. Moved over here. There's a little grill over here too. Here is a little trail up to her house with tiki torches lining it. A fancy pool and a hammock over here. Table over here. I'm going to take that. Just a bunch of lush plants and stuff. And you can still get back here to this stuff because there's a little cheeky gap back here that I made, so you can still get to that rock spot and to this cave. But it doesn't necessarily look like you can from out here. And then over here, we have a little sitting area where you can gaze at Maui. He loves it. Just a nice little area. Skull Rock Island has had a big upgrade as well. I stole this big wrecked ship from Eternity Isle and put it here to make it a little pirate island. You know, where I've stashed all my treasure and magical things. There's a ship in a bottle. There's Cortez's chest over here. Here's my little rowboat. And another little boat back here. And Maui's house is over here now, which I've given him a boat too, and put some more weeds and lily pads over here to make it look shallow. And there's a little gangplank leading up to Skull Rock, which I feel like very soon we're going to be able to go in. There's some pirate stuff over here as well. very happy with this. This took a long time to figure out how to get it to work. But I think the crash ship over here looks really cool. Alright. This little spot, it's just nice. It's a little bit expanded, but not much. Goofy stalls over here now. And I've let these grow in a formation that's like aesthetically pleasing, so I can leave them there. I have Eric's ship now, so there's a ship at the dock. I'm only going to go inside the house skins that I've actually decorated inside of. So here's one of them. We have a ship with a little bar and stuff, and a nice jaunty piano. Seen better days. Back here is like storage and where the sailors sleep, and they're hanging hammocks and beds and stuff with, yeah, crates. And here is where I moved the captain's cabin. I made it better too. So this is what it looks like now. Pretty good. And then if I want to, I can change into this and be Pirate Midgie. Just like a nice warm bath in a golden bathtub by my fire. Yeah, it's cool. And that's it for this one. There we go. There's Ariel's house. I've left it so she's looking up at Prince Eric in his castle up there. Just the decorations are a little better now. And there's his statue for her.
This place is starting to look amazing.
Thanks, Moana. Starting to is a little hurtful, but here's just a little fruit stand, just to fill up that little space there. Over here I made my like modern like beach destination area. So got some surfboards. Here's the Forgotten, my emo doppelganger. I made it like, you know, like looks like an official destination. Got some benches to sit on. I think it's about to storm outside for real. Not in game. Just heard a big peal of thunder. I don't know if that came through or not, but it was loud. Yeah, so it's like a public beach. I've put a little, you know, some shells and detritus up here. And have some fireworks at night. There's a little ice cream stand, a little spot to sit in. Have some popsicles. There's the lifeguard chair. Here's Stitch's house. I moved it over here. I know it's not Halloween yet, but I feel like this pumpkin suits him. And he's got his wagon with a bucket full of candy and a camera. There's his spaceship parked nearby. Some surfboards. Here's a DJ booth so you can have a nice beach party. Some lockers for you to keep your stuff in. A grill. Whoa. Surely you must have heard that one. That was loud. Whew. Alright, my Glade of Trust is probably the most different of all. So I now have this little medieval / Renaissance town square over here that I'm very, very happy with and proud of. In the middle of the town square is just some decorative stuff with a clock tower and the well. So when you fast travel here, you go right to the middle of the square. All the little carts and stalls are here. You have Goofies, and now that we have stall skins too, I'm definitely making use of that. Here's Kristoff's with some, like, you know, supply crates and stuff for it. Here's where the town folk get their water from, and it goes down the drain. Here's Tiana's new stall over here. We have just some cute little cottages. Here's this one with like a little matching well. I noticed that the roofs kind of match on these of the well, so I made it go with this house. And then this is also the skin I'm using on my house right now, but it fits right in here. It's the cutest one with all the flowers, and I put a little birdhouse on the side. Some like seeds and stuff out back on this little table. Yeah, very, very cute. Some more stalls over here in front of the ugly duckling from Tangled. So we're gonna go inside because I have actually decorated that one too. So yeah, it's just a cute little tavern. I thought this Sully was cute, so I put it here. Yep, there's some tables, there's just some mugs and meat and stuff around. Gaston's chair. This is probably the pub that he goes to now. I can sit in it too if I want. A nice piano. For that one ruffian who has a hook to play. A door you can't get to because it doesn't go anywhere, so that's fine. And then just a little bar counter with stuff. Yeah, it's great. I love it. Most of the time I'm only doing one room. That ship is an exception. I haven't decorated the two little cute cottages in the square yet. And over here is, follow this path back, is Gaston's house. With antlers on it. And back here is an area for him to like practice his bow and arrow for hunting. And cook his meat or whatever. Yeah. And there's a pretty little pond back here, just kind of hanging out. And then you cross this bridge and enter Fairyland. I put some oversized stuff, especially stuff you can get from like the Toy Story set that makes it look like you're a toy. Was perfect for this, making it look like you're fairy sized now. So there's some giant stuff, this big old ball, big giant blocks, just a lot of sparkles and magical things and flowers all over the place, and lots of colors. Yeah, this took forever, but I love it. Oh, and those fireflies that are in the star path, A+, A+. I immediately bought a bunch of them and put them all over my Fairyland. It's a little mushroom house. Neither of these houses have decorated insides yet, but... And this guy was perfect for my fairy area. You can come sit over here and have a smoke with him if you want. You know, just some random stuff decorating. Over here. Oh, I gotta show you this at nighttime too, just real quick, because all the sparkles at night. Yes. everything glows and lights up. There's pink lanterns, which I think make it look very otherworldly. Yeah. All sorts of stuff. There's some Wonderland cookies over here too, if you want them. This is a nice little motif I thought to fill up the area. I made it pink with the light up deer, but I think that's gonna go away if I ever get the Tinkerbell house skin, because that's gonna have to go on either side of this. It's like an arch kind of, so it's gonna go on either side of this exit thing. So you go through this and you're out of Fairyland and into Tiana's area. So there's Tiana's palace with her water tower that says Tiana's Foods. And a big old tree behind it. I love this area. I obviously just made it because it just came out, but yeah, Tiana's restaurant is so cool. It looks inside just like in the movie. Everyone's is the same inside, so I'm not going to waste time going inside. But yeah, I finally had a use for this golden flooring that I had made a long time ago and never used for anything because it's so gaudy, but it looks so good with this. Yeah, it's awesome. And then these wrought iron chairs and tables that I made go out here with the feather decoration things. Here is a little pet house for little Louie, the crocodile that Tiana adopted. I put his little costume on him, so he's dressed up. He's very cute. You can also come sit on this log and enjoy the ambiance of this little pond. The fireflies dancing around you. And there's a nice gazebo with some benches in it back here. And then here is Tiana's house, right next to the pond and right next to her restaurant, just a short walk away. This is like the Haunted Mansion, but I just thought it fit this swampy aesthetic very well. Kind of an overgrown palace almost. Not palace, but mansion. And then this new house is so cute and cool. I just love it. So I immediately bought it and put it right in here. Since it can go on the water, it could go just about anywhere. So I put it right here. Here's Eve. So we're back around to the town square and there's Gaston. And if you take this little path back here, past this house and the flowers, and this little pond with some more flowers and weeds and stuff, you get to Rapunzel's tower, which is decorated with lanterns, one of which she painted herself. She's got her little painting table and easel out here to do art with. And I just love these golden flowers from the desert in Eternity Isle. Look so much like this sun design that they were perfect for over here. So I scattered a few of them around. And yeah, this is Rapunzel's area. And I gave her a little garden too. This is technically Wally's garden, but Wally lives on Eternity Isle now, so she is looking after his garden for him. So I enclosed that the rest of the way around, and that's over here. And here's the back of that little cottage with some sunflowers and stuff. And another log you can sit up by the pond on. And we're back around. So this one has changed the most because I had barely decorated at all in here last time. But the Peaceful Meadow has probably been changed the second most. I'm actually going to enter from a different side. So I still have it split down the middle. I've got the Mickey and Walt Disney statue in the middle too here. I put a little road. I made this rug myself, so it would be like a little street, like Main Street. To the left is like kind of a Toontown area, It's got, here's Mickey's garden and the little stall with a little picnic area. Here's the fishing pond. We've got our Toontown lamps lighting it up. Here's Mickey's house and Daisy's house. And this is Prince Eric's castle. It had to stay here because he's looking out at Ariel, but I decorated around it more so it's a little nicer over here. And he's looking out at Ariel's castle out there. It doesn't really fit into Toontown, but that's okay. It's just the back of it that you notice. And here's a little spot for Goofy to fish in the pond. He's got his cooler and his wagon with a fish cooler in it. Minnie and Goofy live over here. And they sort of share a backyard. So, get these out of here. They don't look good. This is Minnie's half. So she's got a chair to look out over the beach. And just a little birdhouse and some flowers. And then here's Goofy's backyard where he's got some, like a grill to cook out, grill his fish, and a table to eat at. And a nice little tree over it. And yeah. And back out. So that's the Toontown half. And here is my Disney World half. My Magic Kingdom half, kind of. I turned it into a park because they gave us a whole bunch of park attractions and stuff. So here's the entrance. Here's some benches to sit at. This is, I think, my favorite part. I got the, Disney World castle. You can't get inside it because it's right up next to the little pond, which is got bushes around it, and they're lit up. You can see everything that's lit up, but I think I should probably change it back to daytime now. There we go. Now it looks more like we're going to a park. Pretzel stand. Strength tester. These play the Small World song. Yeah. There's a little statue over here. Donald, Mickey, and Minnie. Over here, it's kind of a space-themed area. We've got Pizza Planet for food court. Some extra tables out here. We've got this Star Adventure game. And a claw machine game for the aliens. And here's the teacup ride. And trinket booth. Here's the magic carpet ride. That's cool. I think that's my favorite ride, aesthetically at least. And then we got the Tower of Terror up here. You can see it going. Oh no, they dropped. And here's a little rest area over here with some restrooms and a fountain. And then, of course, we have the Ferris wheel here. It's kind of a central point. And we have a carousel over here, which is actually Woody's house. So this is the Toy Story themed area. We've got a little photo booth, popcorn machine, and Toy Story themed decorations, fencing and stuff. But now, as well, this is newer, you can actually ride the rides now. So if you get your camera out and get on the ride, there we go. You can take a selfie from inside the Ferris wheel. You can see everything from high up. see Disney Castle out there. Little pond. Yeah. It's very cool.
Did you know you're practically everyone's hero here?
Thanks, Moana. Alright, back to the plaza. We've already been here. This time we're going to go up to the Sunlit Plateau, which is also way more decorated than it was last time. So this is still kind of the same. There's some more volcanic vent things here, but basically this area is the same. Here's Goofy's stall. I used the skin on this one too. This is just a little camping area. I figured there's someone camping next to the mines. This is where they sleep during the night, and then they go mining in there, yeah, a work camp kind of thing. That's just to kind of fill the space and look cute and stuff. Over here is, I also put all this grass in here to look like Savannah Lands, and I put it in a circle around me.
Doesn't that sunshine feel nice?
It sure does, Tiana. Around these guys. Which are now in a circle. I think this is how to the arrangement they were when they were on the island for that one quest too. So yeah, this is Mulan's training camp that I made for her. Sleeping tents and a map for strategy. A chest to hold her stuff. There's Shan Yu's sword. Some weapons over here, some training dummies. And then there's her little tea stall as well. And then you go over here, and this is where she lives, her and Mushu. This is the entrance with the dragons. There's the great stone dragon over there. We got some floating lanterns, a Zen garden, this gong. This is her house. And then if you go around this side, there's just a little nice area back here to cook or craft. There's a little bath if you want it, with a stove to heat up the water next to it. A little tea table with tea and an incense burning. And here is the exit out to the back half, which is I probably am most proud of this. I don't know. I got this idea from Horrible Gaming on YouTube. She is an incredible designer in games like this and Animal Crossing, Palia, all that stuff. You should check out her design videos because they are just breathtaking. But she did one in the Sunlit Plateau of a jungle area. The aesthetic of it was similar to this, although the arrangement was totally different, and I did my own thing. But I copied the idea of sort of having a stone sided path through, and then lush jungle on either side of the paths, with tons of plants and stuff. So this is one entrance over here. I just thought a lion statue worked perfectly here. Little pond. Back here, here's the watering hole where the lions come to drink and they fish. So here's a fish they caught and some bones from some fish they ate before, and some other bones. Just made this spot like they've been fishing here because it's right next to their house, as they live in Pride Rock over here. Here's just some more jungly stuff. You Go around back behind the watering hole. Back here, there's a little hammock area to relax in. Kind of a hidden little nook, little path to it. And here's some more path. Come over, here's the well. And this cuts over to where we came in. There's another hammock. This little area is where Simba eats his grubs. I put like a little scorpion, a little slug, snail, and some plates of grubs and some grub logs. Some other logs. So, yeah, this is... And then Timon and Pumbaa, I think, are going to be coming to the valley, too. So they can all hang out here and grub it up when they get here. A lot of these flowers are all from different areas or Eternity Isle, so I had to import them all. Every single one of these plants I had to place. This is why I was so happy that there were so many single square plants from Eternity Isle. It just made the whole difference. I would not have been able to do this without the Eternity Isle plants. There's a nice little waterfall over here. Oh, there's a hummingbird. And this is the way up to the Forgotten Lands. I'm just going to show you this part at night too, because this is, it looks really nice. So there's these lamps, which look great. And then all the flowers that glow are lit up all throughout. Just look at that. It's like the ambiance noises too that just play in the savannah anyway. Like the bugs and the cawing birds and all that. It just is so cool. Alright, and we're going to go up to the Forgotten Lands. So here we have Jack Skellington's house. I made him a little gear path because he's an inventor. Here's his treat at Halloween Town if he needs to return. And some areas for him to experiment. And this eerie green lamp over here with the hill and his Pumpkin King throne. Now I'm the Pumpkin King. And that's his little area with this gate to it right here. Oogie boogie sign, beware. Over here is a new thing. It's this castle, the evil castle, with this in front of it, and I let the thorns stay over here because they go with the aesthetic so well. I put these thorny pillars here. Here's that fountain over by this sitting area. Some scraggly trees and stuff. This one also is decorated on the inside, so we can go in and see that. It is a spooky library. Someone's over here been reading and studying magical artifacts. On this side we have, these are from the Nightmare Before Christmas set, like library set. So we have these spooky bookshelves and some covered up dusty paintings on the walls. And then you go back behind here and there's just more shelves and books and a place to lounge and read by the fire. So that's all it is. It's just kind of a spooky library. And Penelope's area is pretty much the same. There's this Cheshire Cat thing over here now. I also have the start-finish line for her car as well. on its track. So there's that.
Keep believing in yourself.
This part's the same.
Things are sure to happen.
Thank you, Fairy Godmother. There's some spooky pets over here. Then we have my pumpkin patches, smaller but more decorative. And there's exactly 60, so I can fill up 2 cooking pots with them. This is much the same, but just a little more decorated, a little fancier, a little cuter. That's all. I still really love it though. I was really proud of this. This is like my proudest thing the last time I did the tour, and I still love it a lot. So that's it for Eternity, or for the Valley. Let's go on over to Eternity Isle. We'll go the manual way, just for fun. It's been a while since I've done that. Let me eat some more so I can. There we go. I usually just, fast travel over there, but going this way is fun. It's nice to have all these center doors filled in. We just need the top ones now. And here we go to this area, which the only one that's filled in is Eternity Isle, but if there's going to be 5 more of them, that would be awesome. Done the whole plot line except for Jafar's level 10 friendship quest. Haven't got him to level 10 yet. But all the rest of the plot line has been done. Really fun having Gaston. I'm a little surprised they put Rapunzel in this, just because it seems like they should get her in the base game without having to buy an expansion pass. But I was always going to buy every single expansion pass anyway, so it didn't make that much difference. Okay. This area, there's Steamboat Willie from Mickey. This area is, let me go back to daytime, like a market. I just kind of leaned into the market stuff that was already there and expanded on it. So there's like a little tree in the middle with seating, and then all around it there's markets. So this is like a clothing boutique. There's a cooking stall. There's this guy selling knickknacks. There's Goofy's stall. Here's just a little, like, shaded sitting area. There's a bench, and then you can use this crafting table as well. And then over here is a fun little stall. I got the idea for, like, some magical, like, universe traveling rogue who, like, steals special little items from all the different Disney universes and then sells them here on Eternity Isle. So we have little knickknacks from like almost every Disney world that we have in the game. So there's like the Coco guitar back behind the counter there, Stitch's storybook, the goblet for the water of life in one of the Pirates movies that doesn't exist. There's a little Mushu statue, Conch from Moana, all sorts of stuff from all sorts of different movies, universes. So there's like a mysterious universe traveling or whatever merchant over here that sells this stuff. I like to think it's similar to the guy at the beginning of Aladdin that sells you the lamp. He's kind of what I picture. Alright, and then I used the Hercules stuff to decorate over here. Sort of copying another Horrible Gaming setup a little bit. Not entirely, but just the arrangement of these pillar things to make this, like, the shape kind of here. And there's flowers in each of the little alcoves on the sides. You go through, there's this on the other end, and then there's a little seating area over here by the water. You can look out at the T-posing giant over there. Up here we have this is gorgeous. I love this well. You can't move it, but I just love how they decorated it. This is built in. And then I made a little main street, like a mini main street. This is Oswald's house, which is a theater, and I put all the black and white stuff around it. His car, and an alarm clock from one of his quests. I gave him black and white flowers in the front too. There's Chez Remy and Scrooge McDuck's store.
Hermoso día. So sunny.
And then over here is a sushi restaurant. You can go around and sit back here, eat. You can sit at the table and watch him go. Over here, I made this whole thing Eve's area, because if you go down the steps, there's that little area that her and Wally enjoyed by the... I'm not going down there because it's too far, but you can kind of see it from here. Almost. It's down there. So, this is some ancient technology that I figure she could figure out. This is her house. Over here is like a peaceful little garden sitting area. I like my combo in this area of like very sleek new technology and like garden. So there's a Zen garden over here. Just some nice trees and bamboo and stuff. And then over here is her flower garden. There's a lot of light up, so at night it's nice and bright and pretty and colorful. Some benches to sit on over here. So she likes plants and she likes tech. She is tech, so this is my area that kind of combines those things.
I happen to be the world's most...
I have not decorated it all up here yet. It's just a square of grass. So, this way. Pick this while I'm here. I need more of these. This is where I put my house on Eternity Isle, which I used this one. This little moss-covered house built into the ground. Almost a hobbity kind of house. I mean, it's my exact same house on the inside, so I'm not going in. But this was a garden area, which I have not been using for a while, but I did. There's nothing on that side. Over here, I'll put the little gas station, another little tent, this, and this is where there's some shops. Gaston's meat stall. I wish I could move that over to the valley. It's a shame that I can't put it in the little medieval town square, but oh well. There's a water tower for the desert. And here is where Wally lives now. I made him his own garden, and he's been tasked with growing stuff in the desert, which I thought would be, like, I thought maybe he'd enjoy that, because he was trying to find life on, like, a decimated planet in his movie. So, like, I feel like he'd like some challenging growing. So he's got a whole cornfield here, and all these desert plants, and and tools and like a collection of junk because he loves that. Some random items. So yeah, that's Wally's little area there. And here's the well. There's really nothing over here except for a sand dune and a hammock. There, I have not decorated up here either, so I just want to show you because it's so pretty. This oasis area, it's just gorgeous. There's a little jacuzzi I put over here. That's the only thing. I think this was already here. I might be wrong though. And then over here, I just recently decorated this area to be, it's called the Wastes, so I kind of wanted to keep that aesthetic, but like put some interesting stuff here. So we got that like streetcar from the Tiana's Star Path. So I just use it as a train instead and put train tracks all across the area. This is like a transformer or something. I put a bunch of snakes in this this little house that looked kind of deserty, Mad Maxy look to me. So there's snakes all over the place over here. You better watch out. Watch your step. And here's a little stop to wait for the train. And then I tried to make the ends look natural, like the train isn't really not going anywhere. So this one was a natural end where you could just keep a train and like put it onto the track. This one kind of collapsed into quicksand that developed right here was my story. This direction got the ship, Gaston's ship, like crashed and covered it up. It probably would have gone into like a cave in the side. And then this other end probably also used to be a cave, and then like a rock fall covered it up. So yeah, that's, I tried to make the ends go to places that made it look like it got broken rather than like it doesn't actually go anywhere, if that makes sense. Like it used to go somewhere. So this is my wastes area, and there's a little more shade and water over here, so there's actually some plants and flowers growing over here. This area is not really decorated, except I put a camel and a hourglass over here by the entrance to the palace. There's nothing down there. And here we go. Nothing here. Used to have Rapunzel's tower, but that's obviously moved to the Glade of Trust. And I used to have a little campsite out here, but that's gone. I put the Agua de Vida thing in here, just to have something in here. There's nothing here. This is the area I have decorated, although I keep forgetting I need to make more of this path to fill the rest of this out and like connect it to this, which I meant to do before I did this tour, but oh well. There's another one of these little shacks over here, and just a bunch of lush greenery. Here's the waterfall, and here's Casita waving at us, and a little area to eat at over here with benuelos and plates. And then there's Rapunzel's banner she made. I just thought this little guy was cute, so I put him here. Some plants and trees, and this is just for ambiance. And then there's really nothing back here except for that little path. I put a boat in the river over here too. And that's pretty much it. I don't think I've really decorated, well, slightly in one area, but there's nothing here. There is, I made a little, like, it's got a well here and one of these, and then like the 2 tables that you can make stuff at, and a shop. So it's kind of a one-stop shop area for the jungle, but other than that, there's nothing here. For a while I had Oswald's house right here, which is why there's pathing here that I never took away. But I decided to move it when I made the little Main Street area over on the docks. And that is the full tour. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some inspiration, and I hope my hard work is appreciated, because I've put so many hours into decorating all this, but I've really enjoyed it.
I have so many amazing neighbors.
Okay, I'm talking here. My consoler hanging out. Yeah, I'm really excited to see what comes next and decorate some more the more new stuff we get. So, oh, it's just starting to rain. That's my cue to leave. Bye, everyone.